Hey everyone, welcome to the biggest crystal opening that I have ever done. This is going to be 48 featured 6-star crystals. That's 720,000 6-star shards. Been saving up for this crystal for a bit. The crystal just dropped. Um, and it seems to be pretty good. It has 7 feature champions in it. Um, so obviously, I don't have any of the 7. I would like to have all 7. I'm gonna put, just like I did in the last one, a want list. Spoiler alert. I did 5 want, 5 don't want. All 5 of the ones on the want list are brand new champions that I don't have. Um, so you can see there I have the 24 champions in there. There's a couple champions who might be a little bit of a dud, but for the most part, it's a pretty good pool. And it does get a little bit of a boon by having that 7th champion in there as the feature. So let's start with the champions that I would want. Number one on the list is Iron Doom. Iron Doom is the top prestige champ of the game, but he's more than that. He is a very very good champion. So he would be number one. Absorbing Man with his pretty unique abilities. I would love to pull him. Spot seems pretty cool. Um, I, I've said in the past, I think Spot seems like a budget version of Spider-Man 2099 offensively, but I mean defensively, I think he's got a lot of use, and I think he's probably better than I gave him credit for offensively as well. Um, Fourth on the list is Mantis. Mantis, I think, has a lot of really, really cool potential. She can do a lot of things that, seem like she's just kind of getting the surface scratched with what she can do. And then fifth is Spider Man Supreme. I think Spider Man Supreme um, can be a really cool champion. He has a lot of fun synergies. One being with the Overseer. I don't have Spider-Man Supreme in a 5 or 6 star, so I would like that to get Overseer the neutralize immunity. I think that gives Overseer a nice benefit. And Spidey Supreme is a really good champion in its own right. I mean, obviously the two that I don't have on there for the features are Shuri and Atuma. They would be awesome as well. There's a bunch of champs in here that would be first time awakenings, which would be cool. So I'll go over those, if I get them. But let's go to the please no list. Number one is going to be the original Spider-Man. I understand he's going to get buffed. I have him awakened. He wouldn't really do anything for my account. Agent Venom, I have it ranked 3, but his Sig ability is relatively useless, so I already have mine awakened. Gambit, I have awakened. Daredevil, I don't think he's awakened by Daredevil. I should probably check before I started recording, but whatever. He's just outdated. And the fifth one I have there is White Magneto. So White Magneto is an awesome champion. I have him at rank 3. I love him. But his Sig is relatively pointless past Sig 1. I mean, it extends the bleeds and the armor breaks, which, like, isn't bad, but, like, mine's Sig 40 and it's plenty as is. I've never gone into a fight with White Magneto and was like, oh man, if only that armor break had lasted an extra split second. So it just doesn't really feel like it's necessary. But there's a lot of other champs in there that are not on either of these lists who I'd be pretty happy with. But I have stalled long enough. 48 crystals. I'm going to do exactly what I did last time, which is spin them all out. Um, and this is going to be a real long video, and we're going to have lots of fun the entire time. So let's jump right into it. 48 crystals. Here is number one. I'm not going to let it like spin all the way out. We'll let the reel go a little bit, because I don't want this video to be like 9 hours long. But I am going to tap them. So let's see what happens here on crystal number one. Um, so first crystal is going to be King Groot. So King Groot, I did not have on either list. I have him. Um, I think I had him awakened already. Yeah. So the thing with King Groot, the thing I don't mind about King Groot is like he's one of those champs that he's immortal. And he gets even more immortal with every sig. So like I don't care getting a few more sigs on him. His sig can be pretty helpful. So like that's a champ that I don't hate getting. I only have him at rank 1, but I'm sure I'll rank him up sooner rather than later. Number two is going to be Sasquatch. So Sasquatch is a champion that I already have, but he is one of the first time dupes. So very okay with pulling Sasquatch, getting that first time awakened ability. He's been kind of sitting at rank one because he hasn't been awakened for a while. So we'll I'm sure I'll rank him up eventually as well. He's a monster, especially for like battlegrounds content stuff like that. So I'm sure he'll get ranked up pretty quickly. So number three, this is going to be Sunspot. So Sunspot is I have him already. I think I already had him awakened. Yeah, I already had him awakened. I mean, he's a good champ. He does a lot of really cool things. He's fine. He's the prestige king for a hot minute before he kind of came crashing back down to earth. So he's fine. Nothing too crazy there. Next one is going to be Overseer. So Overseer, I have it ranked three. I don't hate that. He's another champ that like really benefits from a high sig. So that gets him up to sig 100. So I don't hate that. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple Overseers in here, um, just to keep getting that sig ability. He's a champ who I would not mind rank fouring. I really really like Overseer, despite how poorly I might play him sometimes. All right, so next champ is number five. It's going to be Black Bolt. So Black Bolt, that's the first time awakening. That really does help the character a lot. So I don't hate that completely. Um, he obviously Black Bolt's one of those champs that needs like 13 synergies to be somewhat serviceable. But you never know. So getting that first time awaken, um, certainly not the worst pull. So still looking for somebody off of my want list. Um, and there's one. All right, so there's Spot. So that's a first pull on Spot. Um, Very happy with that Spot. I think it can be really cool. He's got I got a ton to learn about the character still, um, but just some of the stuff that I've really seen about him already, he seems like he can be a really really fun character to play, and he does seem like he's going to be pretty annoying on defense for battleground stuff along those lines. So pretty happy about Spot, and that is one off of my want list. Next is going to be, I mean, I guess that's fair. I got one off my want list, so we'll get one off the please no. Like I said, Agent Venom, his awakened ability is pretty useless. Really, the big thing with Agent Venom is like you pair him up with Scorpion and Craven, and he just melts things, and he doesn't even need his awakened ability for that. It helps. It gives him, I think, a little bit more attack or something. I don't know. It's pretty useless though. But that's fair. I guess if of the people on my please no list, he's probably one of the better ones. So all right, so hey, I thought that was going to do a troll roll over to Spidey. So that's Atuma. So like I said, Atuma's not technically on my want list, but like I'm very happy with Atuma. He seems like he's going to be really cool. He has a really unique mechanic with the way that his ability accuracy works. So that's pretty sweet. He's going to be some fun to deal with. He's a pretty annoying defender if you don't have the right counter to him. So pretty happy about that. And cool. So there's another one. There's Spidey Supreme. Like I said, Spidey Supreme. I think he's got a lot of potential. His damage seems to be like not the greatest, but he seems to have some pretty cool um, utility with the way that his phase works and everything along those lines. And he has a really cool synergy with the Overseer. I mean, is he like the greatest Mystic? No, but I think that he certainly has a place. Um, and Spider Man's my favorite Marvel character, so I'm always happy to pull another Spider Man. All right, so there's Civil Warrior. Civil Warrior is another one of the champions that this is the first time awakening of, so like that's fine, I guess. Um, he's fine. I mean, he's Civil Warrior. Like there's nothing too crazy about him. He was pretty decent for the last Battlegrounds victory track meta, but like whatever. All right, so that's Yandu. That's actually first time Yandu. So Yandu is one of the ones who he Yandu's a really cool character. He's like Nimrod light kind of, but not a robot and not as good. But like Yandu does some pretty cool things. Um, so he might have a few niche uses here and there. It's good to add him to the roster just in case. His buff was pretty nice. It just there's a lot of Nimrod really makes him kind of not as viable. All right, so there's a spot awakening. That's actually pretty funny. That like when the his like you can see his legs there on the where you couldn't see it before. But that's obviously any awakening on a champion I just got is pretty cool. So that's good. Overall, so far, I mean, look, the crystal's pretty good. So there's not too many misses. Even the misses aren't like that bad. Obviously, I still would like to see an Iron Doom. Still would like to see an Absorbing Man. There's Mantis, so that's awesome. So that's three off of my want list. Mantis, like I said, I think that we're just kind of just scratching the surface of what she can do. Um, she doesn't always seem like she's the most practical champion to play. Um, but it seems like if you can kind of really get her rolling, she can be like really, really strong. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how she fits into the rest of the game. All right, so next one is going to be White Magneto. I mean, look, there are worse champions to pull than a champion I already have ranked up at rank 3. I think that gets him to Sig 60. So, like, it's just, his Sig just doesn't really do much. Like, his awakened ability is great. Like, it's really great to have him awakened, um, but he does not really need much past Sig 1, in my opinion. So, um, it's like nice to have, to have that extra bleed and armor break duration, but totally unnecessary to actually do what you need to do with the champ. So, this is I think number 15. I lost track already. I can't do math. There is Ant Man. So I already had Ant Man. Already had him awakened. He gets a nice benefit with each sig, so I don't hate that. There are certainly worse champs to pull. I was kind of hoping for Angela. Angela would be one of the champions who I don't have awakened. I kind of rolled over Angela, but Ant Man, I really do like Ant Man. I think they did a really great job with his buff. So I think that he does a lot of really really fun things now. All right, next one's going to be another Overseer. So that's the first champion I've pulled twice. Um, so, like I said, I mean he's a champ who really benefits from every sig. So I don't hate that. I wouldn't like I said I don't he's probably going to go to rank 4 sooner rather than later. So if I can get him close to sig 200, then I don't. That's definitely not bad. Still looking for Iron Doom. Still looking for Absorbing Man. Um, so let's see who's next. So that's gonna be Venom. Venom I already have. I already have Awakened. He's at rank 3. He benefits with Sig, with some more Sigs because he has a better chance to start with more buffs. So it's not the worst. He does get a decent benefit with each Sig. So um, I don't hate that pull. Like I said, I mean, there's a lot of champions in this pool that are like, oh, that's cool, and a lot of champs that I already have that benefit from a little bit more on their sig ability. So um, certainly not terrible. All right, so there's a Tuma again. So that is a first time awakening on a Tuma. So I think his awakened ability is pretty critical to the champion, so that's always fun to get that. So that is 18 crystals down. We have 30 left. Still looking for Iron Doom. Still looking for Absorbing Man. I just need them once. Like I don't need, I don't need them multiple times because I have a bunch of Awakening gems. Um, they'll both go up to rank 4 immediately. So don't. I have a bunch of materials. I have a bunch of signature stones. I don't just need them the one time. That is going to be Mordo. I'm pretty sure that's the first time awakening on Mordo. Um, yeah, first time awakening. He's his awakened ability. I think it got buffed with his buff. It's like energy resistance. It's not like huge, but it's nice to get the first time awakening. His awakened ability, from what I remember, is definitely not necessary. Um, but always nice to get a first time awakening. So all right. On to the next one. It's going to be the troll roll over absorbing man. Um, so it's going to be another sunspot. Like I said earlier. I mean, I have him. He's now up to 660. Um, it's fine. Like my sunspot's rank 1. I really don't plan on ranking him up. Um, like he's a good character. He's very strong. He's got great damage. He's got the perfect block. I just don't really like his play style. Um, I think he's very effective in the right scenario. I'm just not a huge fan of it. So, and of course, because I'm trashing him, they gave me another. I should have put him on the please no list. Um, I mean, like he gets better with every sig because he gets more of the solar charges and stuff. So like he gets a nice benefit from it. But like three sunspots. I mean, at this point where he's not the prestige king of the game anymore, like I'm okay not seeing sunspot again. So I expect to see a lot more sunspots. And all right, well, no sunspot, just spot. I gotta see what his dupe does. Like I said, I know that he's cool. I know that he does some cool things. I'm sure his awakened ability is pretty fun. I just need to read up on it. New champion though, who's now Sig 40, so like I don't hate it. He'll probably go up to rank 4 too, because like whatever. Um, all right, so still looking for Iron Doom, still looking for Absorbing Man, and this is going to be Daredevil. This might be a first time awakening on Daredevil. I'm not. I can't remember exactly. It is. So it is a first time awakening. So I guess like that's good. I mean, I know he's on my please no list because like he's. I mean, unless he's Sig 200 and like in the most niche of scenarios, like he was like pretty good for Collector in 5.2 when he first came out because like you could dodge all of Collector's specials, but then they just released better champions and it's not necessary anymore. Um, so you know, I guess the first time awakening. There's a first time awakening on Yondu. Um, so that's always good as well. So first time, like I said, I mean, first time dupes are not, nothing to be too mad about. Um, would still like Iron Doom. Would still like Absorbing Man. Um, I'm getting very terrible flashbacks to Quicksilver and last opening. Um, for those who may not have seen that one, I had 37 chances initially to pull Quicksilver and did not pull him. So there is another Civil Warrior. So that's fun. More tech ISO for when I get Iron Doom, right? Bright sides. So we're down to 23 crystals left. So we are past the halfway point. Overall, I mean, it's definitely a good opening. Like, I mean, getting Spock, getting Mantis, getting Spider Man Supreme, definitely good. Getting a Tuma. Um, Still no Shuri. So, in terms of the features, that's the other one that I'm missing. There's Mr. Sinister. I think that's a first time awakening on Mr. Sinister. Um, yeah, first time awakening on him. I mean, that's like fine. He can do annoying things sometimes, and if they do another like crit me with your best shot meta or something, he'll be really good again. Um, and like battlegrounds and stuff. But he's whatever. Um, All right, next one is going to be so there's Shuri. So there's the first Shuri pull. So I pulled five. Sorry, five of the seven feature champions right now. So Shuri seems like she's going to be really cool. I went back and forth as to like who should be in that fifth spot on the want list between Spidey and Shuri. I went with Spidey because Spider Man's my favorite Marvel character. But Shuri seems like she can be really cool. Does a lot of really interesting things. I think she's going to be more annoying on defense than practical on offense. At least based on my limited knowledge of her. But she does seem like she's got some pretty niche uh, scenarios where she could be pretty good. And new champ, always a good thing. All right, there's another Civil Warrior. So didn't have Civil Warrior Awakening before now, and now he's at Sig 60. So that's cool. Always fun. All right, so down to our last 20 crystals. So, I mean, look, still a lot of chances. Like I said, I just need them once. I have a tech gem. I have, I think, five generic gems. So, like, I'm okay just pulling Iron Doom and Absorbing Man one time. Um, I think I can SIG 200 both of them immediately. They're the two who I'm definitely targeting. All right, there's a Mantis dupe. Um, I gotta like I said, I don't remember how significant her um, dupe is, but it's can't be bad to have, you know? So don't hate that. Um 19 crystals left. See if I can get an Iron Doom or an Absorbing Man. And we got another Daredevil. Hey, maybe I can get Daredevil up to 6,200 and they'll release some crazy champ who's only projectiles, and Daredevil will just be the best option. You know? That could be pretty good. Because his sig ability for projectiles is, you know, pretty ridiculous. Um, it's just not like consistent enough. There's not enough projectiles, and he doesn't hit hard, and there's a whole bunch of other issues that he has. But up to 640, so that's pretty cool. Hey, look, it's Civil Warrior again. This is cool. This is what I get for not putting him on my please no list because I just wanted him one time to get the first time awakening. I've now pulled him four times. So lots of tech ISO for hopefully this Iron Doom that's coming. Um, maybe he doesn't like that I call him Iron Doom. Maybe if I start calling him Infamous Iron Man, like his name is, then he'll show up. Um, um, Well, hey, look, there's Agent Venom again. Um, so that's more SIG on something that I don't think is totally necessary. So that's cool. Yeah, we're down to 16. 16 crystals left now. Um, Getting a little nervous, not gonna lie. There's Spidey Supreme again, so that's a first time awakening on him, so that's cool. I mean, look, hey, I have Shuri and Spidey Supreme that I can pivot towards if I don't get Iron Doom and Absorbing Man. Um, you know, that's possible. I do have, I guess, it's important to note that if I don't get Iron Doom, I do have the Tech Abyss selector that I got that they gave us on Christmas. I picked Tech specifically for Iron Doom. He was supposed to be in the basic like 2 weeks ago, so I picked it for that. There's another Spidey Supreme. So I picked Iron Doom for that. I'm still holding on to that on the chance that my opening goes as it is currently going. Um, so I can hold that. I think Iron Doom is supposed to hit the basic pool in like 2 to 3 weeks. So that's always something that I could use to target him if I don't get him here. Um, but hey, still got 14 crystals. There's another King Groot. Like I said earlier, I mean, he's um, certainly a champ that benefits from every Sig, so that gets him up to Sig 60. Um, Makes an immortal champion even more immortal. So that's fun. He also keeps getting benefits of like globals for defense because it's not particularly hard to fight, but they keep giving him globals to at least make him a little bit more tricky. That's another Venom, another champion who does get a benefit from each Sig, so not the worst. All right, we're down to the final 12. So 12 left. This is fine. This is fine. We're not panicking yet. A little nervous, but no panic. It's okay. Um, well, hey, there's Black Bolt again. So, we'll get even. I don't know if it's more. I don't know if the chance goes up for him to get buffs or if the buffs get stronger. Either way, though, Black Bolt. That's fun. Okay, so 11 chances left. Um, this is fine. This is totally fine. Nothing is wrong yet. This is fine. Angela would be cool. More King Groot. They really want me to just rank King Groot. Um, he's up to Sig 80 now, so like that's fun. All right, we are in the final 10 crystals. We slipped 10 shots at these two, Iron Doom and Absorbing Man. So, like, that's still a lot of chances. That's still pretty good. Hopefully, we can pull one of them. That was a little annoying. It like really slowed down an Absorbing Man. It like was like, hey, I'm gonna stop on spot, and then it went to Daredevil. So 9 left. Um, this is fine. This is totally fine. This is fine that this is the second time that I've done this, and both times have been really, really fun. This is the most fun and not at all soul crushing. Stop. Nope. Okay, great. Sasquatch. So, hey, more SIGs on him for when I eventually rank him up for Battlegrounds and stuff. That gets him to SIG 40. All right, we have 8 left. 8 left. This is fine. This is still fine. We have lots of opportunities for how fine this is. It's getting a little less fine, a little bit less fine. Um, but hey, that armor break and bleed duration, let me tell you, it is it is awesome right now at Sig 80. Okay, 7 left. Lucky number 7. We got this. This is fine. 7 crystals left. Just need one of them. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I like this. This is 6 left. 6 left. Okay. 6. All right. So and another King Groot. All right. I mean, King Groot is like a perfect champion for me because I get punched in the face a lot, and King Groot can just like, you know, regen it all back. Um, I think the game is trying to tell me something by giving me all of these King Groots, but I'm kind of dense, so I don't always get the message. All right, we are in the final 5. So 5 crystals left. Still no Iron Doom. Still no Absorbing Man. I have on the other 3. I have gotten and dupe Spot. I've gotten and dupe Mantis. I've gotten and dupe Spider-Man Supreme. Um, but no Iron Doom. No Absorbing Man. Um, letting this one spin out for a little bit. Maybe that's the issue is I keep tapping and it doesn't like to be told when to stop. So we'll just let it go. Maybe that'll be better. Um, I don't know. Worth a shot, right? Great. This is good. Mordo with his pretty useless sig ability. All right, we have 4 left. Um, 4. So let's not talk about Iron Doom or Absorbing Man because they're no fun. I would like Angela. I think I have 2 Cosmic Awakening gems, so like it's not a huge deal. But Awakening Angela would be cool. Um, who else is in there that we haven't seen that would be cool? I'm just looking at the reel right now while it spins. Shuri. I mean, I picked up Shuri earlier. Awakening her would be cool. I already awakened to Tuma. Um, but an awakening of Shuri would be cool. If we're not gonna get Iron Doom or Absorbing Man. So other than that, I mean, I don't know. There's another Mantis. Like I said earlier, I have no idea what her sig ability does, but I'm just assuming it's good. Um, so that's cool. 3 left. This is fine. 3 left. We're good. We're good. This is fine. I'm okay with this so far. Um, Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm just kind of sitting here in pure anxious agony, staring at my phone, hoping that Iron Doom or Absorbing Man shows up. Um, yeah, yeah. We'll see. I mean, three left. You know, just because the first 45 weren't my top two choices doesn't mean that two out of the last three could be, right? Right? Right. 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 Sig 80 on Daredevil. We are going to dodge so many projectiles. So many. Okay, final two. This is, we're going to bring it back right here with these final two. Absorbing Man right here and Iron Doom on the last one to really, you know, play up the suspense. Yeah. Yeah. I feel very confident about these last two because the first 46, they were just warm ups. These last two, this is where it's at. All right, here we go. Second to last one, crystal number 47 is going to be Mantis. All right. Like I said, I have no idea what her ability does, but I'm sure it's awesome because I've now pulled her four times, so she has to be good. All right. Um, last crystal. Um, yeah, last one. Let's see what happens. So 47 down, one to go. Um, of the two, I would rather Iron Doom, but I will take either one on Crystal 48 here. I think Absorbing Man has probably some better practical value, but Iron Doom I think is really good. Like Absorbing Man was designed with like war in mind. Um, Iron Doom is obviously the top prestige champ and a pretty good champ in his own right. So, but hey, if we don't get either, at least we had fun along the way in this last half hour of pure agony. Um, so let's see. Hmm, last crystal is gonna be Sasquatch. All right, so that is 48 crystals. Um, six new champs. Oh, man. Oh, God, that's brutal. This game sucks. Like a lot. Um, I mean, look, overall, the crystal itself is good. So there's not really, like, other than the five daredevils or whatever, I don't think there was really, like, a bad pull. So I guess we'll just hit convert. Um, so I mean, I got lots of King Groot. Yeah, four King Groots, three Sasquatches, a few of those, a few of those. All right, I'm bored already. I'm tapping the screen so that it goes faster. And then we'll just go. So all right. So in terms of the six champions, so I got six new champions. Yondu was the non-feature who I pulled who I didn't get. I got five of the seven features. Spot, Atuma, Spidey Supreme, Mantis, and Shuri. Um, so King Groot showed up four times, three times. Well, hey, look, that's good at least, I guess. 11,000 7-star shards. So four King Groots, three Sasquatches, three White Magnetos, um, two more Spots, three more Mantises, four Civil Warriors. That hurts. Three Sunspots. That's whatever. Two Overseers. That's fine. Two Black Bolts. That's not great. Two Agent Venoms. Like I said, I think his Sig is pretty useless, so that's not the best. one Ant Man, that's fine. Two Venoms, fine enough. Awakening of Atuma is pretty cool. Um, two Mordos is Sig's pretty useless. Four Daredevils. That hurts. Awakening Yondu. I forgot I got an Awakened Yondu, so that's kind of cool. Awakened Mr. Sinister, Awakened and Sigged up Spider Man a little bit. So, I mean, look, it's tough not to be this. I mean, look, the Spot's cool, Tomb is cool, Spider Man's cool, Yondu's fine, but like I'm never gonna realistically use Yondu. Mantis is cool, Shuri's cool. So like I mean, it's cool to get five of those seven champs. Um, I just think there's a clear top tier here with Iron Doom and Absorbing Man, and to not get either, um, that is a little rough. Um, yeah. So I mean, look, I'll keep opening. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna video any of them, unless I kind of save up for a couple mass ones. But um, I will open the Tech. Like I said, I mean, at least with Iron Doom, I have the Tech Abyss Crystal in two. I think it's 2 to 3 weeks time. So once he hits the basic, I'll open that with the hope for Iron Doom. And I'm gonna keep opening this feature till I get both of them, and then once I do that, then I'll probably stop and start saving for the next one, for my next opening of Agony. Yeah, so this was fun. Um, I'm gonna end it here. Really, really fun. Very excited we did this. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see everyone soon.